call me Mystic Mike because I predict these things.
Rinya Nakamura takes on Nathan Fletcher this Saturday at UFC Fight Night back in the Apex. And Rinya Nakamura was a big, highly touted prospect coming out of Japan. 30 years old, world-class wrestling. He was like a world champion freestyle wrestler, an Olympic hopeful before he kind of just retired and started taking up MMA. But only been doing MMA for about 4 or 5 years. Was undefeated, 9-0 before he ran into Hyun Sung in his last fight back in January. Was taken down by Hyun Sung in the first round after he kind of caught a kick. Couldn't really get his takedowns going. Was barely shooting takedowns. Getting hit on the feet. Took a huge knee that kind of wobbled him, but then he did get dropped in round 2. Was dropped again at the beginning of round 3. So Hyun Sung, tons of experience. Kind of just fraud checked him, honestly. And kind of showed him that there's levels to this game. You really got to work on your striking and blending your striking with your takedowns. Taking on Nathan Fletcher, who's also coming off of a loss to what is it, Karol Rosa, I think that's how you say his name. Nathan Fletcher coming off of the Contender Series, tough dude, good stand-up, good takedowns, a lot of finishing potential on the ground. Good striking, really just throws his strikes to open up his takedowns. But I'm going to go with Rinya Nakamura on this one. Although he didn't look the best in his last fight, Hyun Sung is very skilled. He's very well-rounded, has a lot of experience. And that was a big step up in competition. Going from Fernie Garcia and Carlos Vera to Hyun Sung is a pretty big step up in competition. But I think Nakamura is going to learn a lot from that fight. I think he's going to learn to have a little bit of a better MMA mindset and blending the two, blending the martial arts together. And I don't think he's going to. I don't think Nathan Fletcher's as skilled as Hyun Sung. I think he's primarily a grappler. I think he's going to be looking to shoot takedowns and mix it up a little bit, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get somebody like Rinya Nakamura down on the ground, who, again, high-level wrestler, has a lot of power on the feet. He's going to be getting some respect there. Rinya Nakamura, very athletic, huge for the division, huge legs. Southpaw striker. He's technical. He does have power. He's got some finishes by KO, several on the regional scene. He's got some submissions as well. And Nathan Fletcher, he was getting taken down. Got taken down by Colin Ofley several times, kind of dominated on the ground on The Ultimate Fighter. Was taken down by Karol Rosa in his last fight. So I think if these guys are taking him down and kind of keeping him there, I think that Rinya Nakamura can do that. I'm not saying that he will. I feel like Nakamura is probably going to, pull the old Chuck Liddell prototype, sprawl and brawl, use your wrestling defensively to keep it on the feet, where I do think he has the advantage. I think he's got, he's technical. He's got a lot of power on the feet. He's explosive. Got a decent chin. He did get dropped and hurt a few times against Hyun Sung, but was never out of the fight. Was able to recover immediately. He's got good cardio. So I'm going to go with Rinya Nakamura. I just think he's a more high-level athlete. I think he, with his wrestling ability, he can dictate where he wants this fight to take place. And I think he's going to kind of work in his takedowns a little bit better with his striking, and have learned a lot since his last fight, which was back in January. So 6-7 months later, getting back in there against a decent opponent, but knowing the level of Hyun Sung. So I'm going to go with Rinya Nakamura to get this one done by decision. Thanks.